Hello, my friend of karmic affinity. When the last rays of sunlight have faded and darkness covers all things, it is a sacred signal that a long day has truly ended. But be honest with yourself. Is it possible that right now, even though your body has lain down, your mind is still restlessly racing with the worries of the past day? We often have the habit of carrying an entire heavy day into our sleep. Unfinished tasks, words we wish we could take back, or anxieties about tomorrow. All these create an invisible burden weighing on the chest, making sleep fitful and weary. But my dear friend, evening is not the time for you to try to fix or solve anything anymore. Evening is the threshold where you learn how to let go. Tonight, before you drift into sleep, I invite you to whisper 6 simple phrases with me. These are not just words, but spiritual keys that help you gently close the door on today and clear the path for a complete rest. The first phrase is very simple, yet it has the power to change everything. Reminder 1. Today is complete. The first reminder, and also the most important key to liberating your mind from the burden of time, is today is complete. My dear friend, there is a reason we often toss and turn each night. The mind hates incompleteness. It is like a diligent but overly anxious secretary, constantly replaying the films of today. It reminds you of a slip of the tongue, an unhappy look from a colleague, or a long list of unfinished tasks. The mind tries to analyze, fix, and find ways to control what has already happened. It is this effort to hold on to the recent past that causes your body to lie still while your nerves remain as taut as a bowstring. But listen to the truth of this universe. Once the sun has set below the horizon and darkness envelops everything, today is no longer under your control. It has become history. Whether you want it or not, the temporal door of today has closed. Every effort to think at this moment cannot change the truth. It only steals away your precious resting energy. To truly feel this release, I invite you to perform an action in your mind right now. Close your eyes and imagine a beautiful memory box before you. Now, gently go and collect all the fragments of today. Pick up the joys, the sorrows, the successes, and the failures. Gather the anxieties about unfinished business and unspoken words. Gently place them all into that box. Do not analyze, do not judge. Simply store them where they belong. When the box contains all of today, slowly close the lid. Listen to the soft, decisive click as the latch is fastened. That sound is like a bell ringing to signal the end of a meditation session. That bell says everything is finished. Using your intention, lift that box and place it neatly on the shelf of the past. As soon as you set the box down, take a deep breath and feel your shoulders drop. The burden has been lifted. Whisper this mantra to yourself 3 times. Today is complete. Today is complete. Today is complete. When you accept the end of today, your heart will open a silent space to receive peace. Reminder 2. I am grateful for the gifts of today. Now that the burden of the old day has been set down, your mind now has an airy space. This is the time we light a warm lamp in the heart with the second reminder. I am grateful for the gifts of today. My dear friend, at the end of the day, the mind tends to drift toward the barren lands of lack. We lie there thinking about what we don't have, what we have lost, or desires that remain unfulfilled. This sense of deficiency causes your body to contract, becoming tense and insecure. But in the wisdom of mindfulness, gratitude is not about striving to find grand things. It is the ability to see beauty in the most ordinary things. Right now, join me on a short journey back through today. Ask your heart, what gifts did I receive today? It might be a glass of cool water when thirst arrived, the feeling of the water passing through your throat. That is a miracle. It might be a hot meal that nourished your body. It might be the sturdy roof sheltering you right now, keeping you warm and safe. Or simplest of all, it is the breath moving rhythmically in and out of your chest. You are still alive, and that is the greatest gift. In this stillness, combine gratitude with your breath. As you inhale, be aware that you are receiving a source of life energy. Silently say, blessing. As you exhale, relax your whole body and send out a sincere thanks. Silently say, thank you. Inhale, blessing. Exhale, thank you. Let gratitude seep into every cell, softening the tight muscle fibers. Whisper to yourself, I am grateful for the gifts of today. When your heart is overflowing with gratitude, the doors of forgiveness and healing will automatically open. Remendo 3. I forgive myself and others. After filling your heart with gratitude, we need to perform a deeper purification, detoxifying the heart through forgiveness. The third reminder, I forgive myself and others. My dear friend, perhaps the biggest barrier preventing you from a good sleep is not external noise, but the silent screams of resentment and guilt within. Perhaps someone hurt you today, or you did something that disappointed yourself. We often hold tightly to that anger when we go to sleep as a way to punish ourselves. But remember the Buddha's teaching. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned first. Tonight, put that coal down. Do not let it burn away your precious sleep. And the first person you need to forgive, most importantly, is yourself. Place your hand on your heart and whisper to the inner child, I did the best I could with the understanding I had at the time. Understand that you are a human being who is learning, not a perfect saint. You deserve to be lighthearted. Next, think of someone who hurt you and say, I release you from my mind so that I may be at peace. Visualize the resentment as a plume of black smoke dissolving from your chest with your exhalation. Inhale tolerance, exhale relief, and say the concluding vow, I forgive myself and others. When you let go of guilt, you will be able to look back on today with non-judgmental eyes. Remainder 4. I practiced to the best of my ability. Now that the burden of resentment has been cast off, I invite you to look at yourself with eyes of recognition and love. The fourth reminder is, I practiced to the best of my ability. My dear friend, often at the end of the day, a harsh inner voice says, I didn't do well enough today. I lost my temper again, or I am so inadequate. We compare ourselves to some distant standard of perfection and hurt ourselves. But please, put that measuring stick down. In the eyes of the enlightened ones, life is a long journey of practice, not an exam where you must achieve a perfect score immediately. Think of a toddler learning to walk. That baby will wobble and fall countless times. Do we ever scold the child for falling? No. We cherish every clumsy step. We clap in encouragement. Your soul is also learning to walk like that, on the path of wisdom and love. You deserve the exact same compassion. Don't just look at what wasn't achieved. Look at the silent efforts that no one sees. The moment you chose silence instead of harsh words. The moment you stopped to breathe instead of exploding. These are all incredibly precious steps. Right now, recall a small moment in the day when you chose kindness. Smile at it and whisper to yourself, "Today, I practiced to the best of my ability." When you no longer judge yourself harshly, your mind will become soft enough to embrace the law of change in life. Reminder 5. Everything changes, and that is completely okay. When the mind is free from self-judgment, let us open our hearts to embrace another great truth of the universe, to find absolute peace of mind. The 5th reminder is, everything changes, and that is completely normal. My dear friend, look back at the joyful and sad emotions of today. They came, they stayed for a while, and now they are gradually dissolving into the night. Nothing stands still. And right now, to feel impermanence in the gentlest way, I invite you to bring your attention back to your body. Listen to your breath. The inhalation is born, nourishes you, then quietly ceases to make room for the exhalation. Feel the muscles in your shoulders and back, gradually softening, sinking deep into the mattress. The tension of an hour ago has changed. It has eased significantly. Change is the rhythm of life. Likewise, the anxieties about tomorrow, the difficulties you are fearing, they too will change. They follow the law of the river that always flows, of the 4 seasons that always rotate. No storm lasts forever. Inhale trust and exhale attachment. Whisper to yourself this peaceful affirmation. Everything changes, and that is completely okay. When you no longer contract into your own fear, you will be able to open your heart to receive the protection of the whole world. Reminder 6. May all beings be well, peaceful, and free. We have reached the final reminder, the most beautiful and resonant note to close this evening's symphony. After healing ourselves, it is time to expand the heart infinitely, to connect with this entire universe through the energy of compassion. The 6th reminder is, may all beings be well, peaceful, and free. My dear friend, true peace is not just stillness in a private oasis, but a vibration in harmony with all species. Tonight, before drifting into sleep, practice sending out good thoughts. Start with yourself, the one who needs love the most. Do not think of it as selfish, for you must be full before you can share. Place your hand on your heart, feel the beat, and silently pray for your own well-being. Then, let that love overflow from your chest, finding your loved ones sleeping under the same roof or far away. Visualize their faces and send them the warmth of protection, wishing them a good night's sleep. And now, try to take a brave step for the soul. Think of those who have hurt you, people you find difficult. Try to send them a little bit of peaceful energy, not because they deserve it or not, but because you understand that, deep down, they too are struggling and suffering in ignorance. Sending love to them is how you extinguish the last remaining fire of hatred in your heart. Finally, expand your mind's eye even further, beyond the 4 walls of this room. Imagine this entire earth wrapped in a gentle, warm light of compassion. In that light, there is no discrimination, no boundaries, only the sacred connection of life. Whisper this great prayer. May all beings, great or small, near or far, be well, peaceful, and free. When you go to sleep with a heart full of love, no nightmare can invade, and no fear can disturb you. You will sleep deeply in the arms of the universe, and wake up with a radiant, regenerated energy. That is the greatest gift of an open heart. My dear friend, these 6 reminders are not merely passing sounds. See them as a sacred ritual for you to personally close the door on a long day. When you whisper these words, you are tidying the house of your mind, making it neat and clean. You have packed away the past, watered the seeds of gratitude, healed through forgiveness, and expanded your mind to the vast universe. Do not worry about whether you remember every word. Just one thought of peace seeping into the heart will automatically nourish your sleep and prepare you for a bright tomorrow. Now, there is nothing left to do, no one left to please, no problem left to solve. Let your entire body sink deep into the gentle support of the bed and listen to this final message. You have done enough. You yourself are already a completeness. Now, rest. Good night, and may you have beautiful dreams.